G'day everyone, here we are back again with a little announcement because we have some super exciting news.
Oh, big news, cue fireworks! I'm hoping to add something in, so hopefully that works.
Okay, so, well the news is, and you've probably picked it up, restrictions are easing, and that is great because as good as it's been to have this online content, it's not the same as gathering together, and we are so hanging out to be able to do that.
Absolutely, and I know everyone I've talked to has just been desperate to get back together. So
yeah. Now, again, please don't get your hopes up too much. We're not going back to full-blown church as it was pre-COVID, really, as far as we can tell, anytime soon. But we are able to make some changes so that we can start safely to gather together. Now, first of all,
that's a really key word, isn't it? So safely, everything we do, we don't want to put anyone at risk. So we want to follow the guidelines and make sure that we're safe.
But at the same time, be gathering together so we can be encouraging one another. Rob, why don't you run us through what we're going to be doing with home groups over the next few weeks?
Yeah, absolutely. So already the restrictions on how many people can gather in a house has gone up significantly. It's gone up to 20 people. And so for most of our home groups, we're covered. And so most home groups, starting this week, are going to be aiming to meet back together. Now, we want to do that in a way that allows for those who are uncomfortable to gather together, unable to gather together for health reasons or otherwise. We still want them to be able to Zoom in. So Zoom will still be an option. But for the most part, we'll gather with the distancing stuff integrated into that, but we'll go back to meeting together.
So, don't touch anyone, no hugging, wash your hands, all that sort of stuff. But we can, for the most part, be in the same room.
Yeah, be in the same room, and that's a big deal.
Big bonus. I'm pumped for it.
So listen out or give your home group leader a call if they don't call you first. Chat with them for the details, but that's going to start happening this week.
Yeah, and the other one is church. So we we can start making some changes as we think about gathering together for church.
Now you said we can't go back to normal. So what does this next period look like?
Look, I might just run through just some of the considerations we've got, so you know what we're thinking about. We've been thinking about this the whole time, trying to work out when can we safely go back to church. At the moment, as you will have seen, we've still got that 4 square metres per person rule, and that's the big limiting factor for us. So even after 1st of July, when we're allowed to have as many people on a church building as we like, with the 4 square metres per person rule, which means we have to stay under 40 people in our main hall. So it just means we just can't do church as we were doing it until that restriction lifts, which probably won't be until they say, yep, we're fine, no more social distancing. So it's going to be some time till we can go back. Yep. They've also said no singing. Singing's a big one for sharing.
Spreading.
Yes, so coughing and sneezing is 4 to 6 times your normal spray rate than talking. Singing is a constant 6.
Yeah, right.
The whole time at the top end of coughing and sneezing, and you're breathing in deeply. So church isn't going to be as it was for a little while until they relax those restrictions. But what we are able to do, one is through the easing of restrictions around home. You're allowed to have 20 guests in your home, which allows us to home group, but it also allows us to have bigger groups of people come together to watch church together, to do church together with that online format.
Yep. Now we want to keep holding on to that safely word.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you live in a studio apartment, it's probably not wise to gather 20 people together.
But if you've got the space that's big enough to be able to have people, and you can all sit together, but just try and keep that bit of distance between each other. You don't have to spread out with individual chairs over the whole room, but be careful, stay safe. But we can actually gather together now. So we want to encourage you to do church together is our top priority, rather than watch it all at the same time. And so we're going to make a couple of changes. One will be our Facebook Live premiere of the service. We'll move from premiering at 7, even though, as most of you know, we could have got it from Saturday night on YouTube. It'll premiere at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. Sunday morning, not Saturday morning.
Sunday
morning
Nearly
on Facebook.
Took a whole day of prep away from me.
So yeah, Sunday morning it'll come out on Facebook. It'll still be there. Sometimes Saturday evening it'll pop up. But really, instead of saying we want the whole church to be watching it all at the same time, what the priority is to watch it with others from church. And from not church, get together with others, do the service together in your homes. You're allowed to sing in homes. We're just not allowed to do it in church.
Yep.
And talk about it, and then I'd encourage you, as you're talking about it, text your questions in there and then. So we'll have them by Sunday night. We can all watch live question and answer at 8 o'clock on a Sunday night. That's going to stay the same.
Yep.
But try and get in, as big a groups as we can safely get in. The other one is we're going to be moving towards doing a watch party at the centre. So we'll be releasing details from that. Again, we're going to have to register. You're going to have to make sure we've got the right number of people and all those right safety precautions.
So stay tuned we'll email and text out information on that. And it will be an RSVP thing, so we can make sure we're doing it safely. But info will come.
And we're still thinking about this as the restrictions are easing. We want to be back with you guys as much or more than you do. So we are working towards that as quickly as we can safely. So please keep praying for us as we figure this stuff out too.
Yep. So like it has been right through the process, as things change, we'll change, and keep making things as accessible as possible. So keep hearing out, listening out. But for now, we look forward to gathering in a smaller way, but gathering together. What a joy that is.
We'll see you next time.